Hi everyone, it's Nick the Gardener, and it's Saturday the 17th of February 2024, and just like to say thank you to all the people who've decided to subscribe to the channel, follow my growing journey at the allotment and at home as well. And I'm not wearing a microphone today, so hopefully you can pick up the background noise of all the birds singing and everything, or it just makes a nice little backdrop sound. Trees full of starlings at the moment. In fact, I'll just move you up a little bit, you might be able to pick some of them up in there. But yeah, I just thought I'd give all the new subscribers a chance to see my growing space at home, and yeah, I'll give you a quick tour of the front garden first, because that's got a real nice plant in it growing at the moment, a witch hazel, and yeah, just got some plans for the front garden this year. So just in the front garden, I've got a nice pot of agapanthus there, which is quite sheltered, hasn't gone too yellow this year, hasn't been severe winter as last year, so hopefully that should flower well this year. Got some pots of daffodils along here, some are just coming out, but the real star of the show is this witch hazel, absolutely beautiful, all the little flowers on there, like little wisps. But it's beautiful. Try and get a decent shot of it. I've got a little acer at the back there, a pot of aqualegias and some more daffodils and some other little bulbs. I can't remember what's in there. I've got a nice olive tree just here. It doesn't really ever do a lot, but in this Belfast sink down here I've got 2 gazanias which have survived the winter. It's bonkers really. There was a couple of cosmos behind them which have sheltered them a little bit, but I took those out the other week. And I've got a little box of sempervirens here, which hopefully hasn't got the box caterpillar. Ooh, there we go, sort it out. Some dianthus in this little pot down here, and some bulbs. Got a tiny little narcissus there with some tulips and that in this pot. But this tree here in my front garden I think has completely died. It got hit back in the droughts the other year, and I didn't really water it, and it's a salix, so I do like a bit of water, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead. I'll see if it shoots out in the spring, but I'm going to chop it down, I think, use it for firewood, and put the witch hazel in its place. It's a bit of a shame really, it's been there ever since we moved in. I didn't put it in there, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame. And then at the front here I've got my 2 chimney pots, which I used to grow courgettes in, but last year I put 2 tumbling toms in, and that worked really well, got a massive crop off them. So I might do that again this year, but if anyone else has got any suggestions what would go well in there. I mean, if I put courgettes in again, I'll take the drip trays out from underneath, cut the weed fleece and pop it straight on the ground, so they've got a chance to root into the ground as well. So yeah, thanks for joining me in the front garden. Ooh, just go around to the back. Just down the side of my house, where I store the wood, what I've chopped down from people's gardens, and when I get a chance I'll chop it up really small, pop it in here. This is just like a little homemade wood store from a bed base. Yeah, just chopped it in half really, and yeah, put some slats of wood on the side and a little felt roof, and made myself a little wood store for free. So come round to the back garden, and got a few things starting to come out. The lawn is looking a bit of a state really, especially near the house where the dogs go. I've got a big jasmine growing here, which hopefully should flower this year. I did trim it back quite harsh last year, but got some primroses and foxgloves and some daffodils there. Got a Ribes sanguineum here, which this lower branch here rooted just under there, so I've snipped it off, and that looks like it's grown okay. So I'll be able to dig that up and pop it in a pot, move it somewhere else. Got a little bit of pulmonaria at the back here, just starting to flower. Really nice pretty little flowers on those that go blue then pink, or pink then blue even. So some more self-seeded foxgloves just down here. Some more daffs about to come out there. Got a nice peony here. Some more daffs. Got a bit of vinca, periwinkle coming from next door. That's okay, nice bit of colour. Looks like I've got an echinops here, which is self-seeded, which is good. Plenty of little yellow poppies. I've got nice hellebore just coming into flower. See if I can move it up so. Ooh, there we go. Look at the flowers there. It's quite nice. A Melville self-seeded as well, just down at the front here. So I'll perhaps move some of these up to the allotment. Maybe these couple of foxgloves here, which are right at the front, which are gonna shelter the lawn a little bit. So starts to die off at the edge, and also if there's anything growing too close, dogs like to wee up it. I've got another little self-set hellebore here, which is flowering too, and a little bit of yarrow, a heuchera, some more foxgloves right at the edge. So I might have to move those back, like I say. I might put some at the allotment. But I've got, this is the original echinops, which is self-seeded everywhere, which is good, beautiful. It's globe thistle. I've got another yarrow here, aquilegia, and some more daffs about to come out just here. I've got a nice big pyracantha here, which I was training out along the side here, and I've pruned it back this year a bit. But I haven't trained this side very well yet. I put some of the wires up, but the things snapped, and because I had a load of stuff growing in there, I couldn't get in there to tie them back up. So that's one job I've got to do this spring, is tie these all back up and start to train it properly. I've got some Japanese anemones in the corner. This is a broom, which I chopped back really hard last year, and it looks like it's half died. But it was getting too big and it was shading all my vegetables. So yeah, that's why I've decided to give it a real good cut back. But could possibly take a cutting from it to, you know, get a clone from it, and then dig this one out and then put the clone back in its place. Got some daffodils here, which have got lots of flower heads on, which is looking pretty good. Michaelmas daisies here, which are spreading all the time. They keep growing out everywhere. There's only a little clump what I started off with, and we've even started trying to grow into a veggie patch here. One daffodil almost out there, and a penstemon behind it just there. Got a fuchsia here, and hopefully that'll come back this year. It's normally pretty hardy, normally comes back every year. Take you around this other quick side, over here quickly I mean. So I've got plenty of daffodils in this corner and some alliums and stuff. Lots of forget-me-nots. Another big foxglove at the front there, not in the ideal position again. It may self-seed, so can't stop them. Down here I've got a couple of echinacea, and all this here is leucanthemum, which is like big oxeye daisy. And finally got some daffodils which are out here, looking really nice. I do like the contrast of the white and the yellow. But yeah, gonna have lots of daffodils out this year by the looks of it. I did mulch all the beds with a bit of compost from the old pots from the stuff that I was growing in last summer and stuff. I've got an evening primrose at the back down here, Milvese alliums. I've got a nice big honeysuckle around here, and some Centuria montana cornflower here. And in fact, actually, I just start to see the forsythias just started to flower as well. Now, big hibiscus here, and some snapdragons below it, and lots more forget-me-nots. Another heuchera, and some more daffs, a little clump of daisies there, some more poppies. This is a big buddleia, which I'll give it a bit of a trim back in another month or so, because it does grow really fast and gets really tall, and give it a real good chop down so next year when all the growth is all tall and long and fairly straight, I'll be able to use those as peepholes. I've got another big hibiscus here, which is pretty nice, that one, and another little honeysuckle. Doesn't really do a lot because I think I trimmed the base of it a bit, so I might have to take this out at some point. Doesn't, like I say, it doesn't really flower much or anything. Got a little bird bath, and then in here, this big green pseudo bin is where my worms are at home. And yeah, I need to harvest this soon. Just one on the side down there, but yeah, get quite a lot of castings on this when I harvest it. Last time I got 75 litres, and I've already taken 25 litres out about a week or so ago, and that's just in the greenhouse. I'll give you a quick look in there now. So here's the greenhouse, got some celery growing, and in here I've got, there's 6. So I'll have a quick look in the greenhouse, and I'm a bit ashamed really, it's a bit of a mess in here. I've completely neglected it in here this winter, and my chilies have died, cabbages over there bolted, and I think I've got a couple of surviving peppers in here, but we'll find out when the weather gets a bit warmer and may shoot again. But I'm not too fussed really. I've got the hot pepper inside what I wanted to keep, and that's surviving okay. I think these are bolted in here, these cabbages and that, so probably getting rid of them soon. Need to get rid of the old chilies and peppers and that. The carrots in here, I just pulled a couple up, and they're tiddlers. Started them far too late really, and they've already started to grow roots as you can see here, so I'll probably just harvest all them soon, and pop them in a soup or something. So that's quite a long and thin one there, but it's not too bad. The asparagus has been shooting all through winter, and when it got really cold, I popped on a little plastic bottle cloche just down here, just to protect it from the cold, and snipped off the old yellowing shoots and that. Anything that was starting to go a bit mouldy, bits like that, and then yeah, it's carried on growing, so I'm quite happy with that. Basically I've just been popping compost and stuff in here really to try and dry it all out and that, ready for sieving. So this came out of my cauldron, aka the potato planter, and yeah, I'm just waiting for it to dry out, giving it a sieve and stuff, and I'll be using that for potting on my plants once I've mixed it with some vermiculite and stuff. So this was in here, the bag of worm castings I got from my green bin, and well, I say worm castings, it's vermicompost I should say, because it's not 100% pure, but that's going to be pretty good to mix in with the seed start mix once I've sieved it a bit finer. Just put it through quite a coarse sieve to start off with, So yeah, it's a bit of a mess in here really. I like to get in here and tidy it all up when it's a bit warmer, a bit sunnier. But I've got some flowers what survived as well. These are the echinacea in here, and ericium, and got some celery what survived as well, which is all good. So this is my veggie patch, which still got some kaleets in, which look almost ready to be picked actually, and some celery at the far side, some Brussels sprouts just here. But yeah, it wasn't that productive because I crammed everything in too close, to be honest. So I'm not sure what to plant in there this year. Might do some peas or some potatoes again. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions, bang them in the comments.